Hey,
Shore Billy.
there's 5 people watching.
Oh,
Nice.
cool. People stuck around. Awesome.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
there's at least one person that's been on Kick this whole time.
Very cool.
One person on Twitch. Nobody really watches us on Facebook anymore, or they just kind of pop in and pop out.
Yeah.
It's usually our friends. It's
That
usually
go-
his mom.
They go, holy shit, what are they doing? And they go, wow, they are saying fuck entirely way too much. I'm going to leave now.
It'll
That's
be
my
Kristen.
mom.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, be one of our friends popping in, popping out, and then but everyone knows where the cool kids hang out. You called to it earlier.
Yeah. I got YouTube, man.
YouTubes.
The tube. I believe on my halftime check-in today, I said the tubes of the U's is the best way to find us because I didn't want Tiki Taki to kick us off for promoting somebody else.
Tiki Taki has given me an opportunity to apply for live privileges from the desktop again.
Okay.
I had to prove that I owned the DU Football Show account.
Okay.
It's because I vouched for you guys.
Oh, thanks. Because
No,
you're
it's not at all.
Because you texted Tegan, who started it for us.
your Tales of the Tour Guide is doing well.
That's just me of saying that my Tales from the Tour Guide is really starting to take off. I've picked up 700 followers on Instagram in the last week.
Nice.
And about 400 on TikTok in the last week. And if I can get, I am 300 shy of 1,000 followers.
And that's when you can do live.
No, on 1,000 followers, I can sell T-shirts.
Oh, sweet.
I could link I'm going to sell this one on the DU Drip Shack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Bringing people to the DU Drip Shack.
If it's on there, we get a cut of that.
Sure you do. Ask to see the books.
All right, kids.
You show me y'all's whiskey budget, and I'll show you the books. No, you don't want to share numbers. I didn't think
I
so.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
All right.
Budget.
Let's do an EFL show, kids.
This is Nick. You're listening to the DU Football Show, Drunkard United. Of course, up the Blades and f*** the Owls.
The Owls are fucked.
Yeah, but the funny part is, so are the Blades. They're dead last. They're the only thing separating them and Wednesday is goal differential.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah,
Perfect.
but
Until the
they're-
points deduction comes.
Yeah, which is inevitably going to happen.
Imminent.
They are so fucked right now.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to get that before cities.
Yep. Let's start the show.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Snub of my lord. Looks great in shorts. Sam Graham, hey.
Sam Brown.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to DU Does EFL, a brief, biased recap of the rest of English football as told by two common American schmucks. I am your host, Sam Houston, and across the way from me, breaking out all the new fun things, my co-host, Mr. Samuel Graham. How you doing, good sir?
Debut of the new season. Figured to be the debut of a few new boozes I represent.
I love it. Well, and we did new booze last week too. That had just recently.
That's right, we
been
did.
released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Is that bottle still alive or has it gone bye-bye?
I think there's maybe 2 shots left.
Oh, that ain't making it the next few days.
No.
No. Might not make it tonight.
If everybody's asleep when I get home and I decide to get on Rocket League, yeah, it's not making it through the night.
It's gonna make it through
But
the
we'll
night.
see what happens.
All right, good. And of course, on the ones and twos, producer Mel. How you doing over there, producer
I
Mel?
appreciate you waiting for that smooth fade out.
Oh yeah. Well, I told you there's a whole new thing I'm gonna say for you on injury time.
I have a
so-
question.
yeah, go
Actually,
for it.
speaking of fades,
Yes, sir. I have not gotten a haircut like you.
are Greek barbers a thing?
Yes.
Is that like, are they an important race of barber?
Yes.
Okay, I've never heard that.
I've always thought it was the Turkish barbers.
Turkish,
that do the
I
Italian,
have no idea. I was just
black
agreeing.
people.
face scrubbing and the
I was just agreeing with you.
massaging. And,
Well,
I know there are Greek
guy-
barbers.
right.
The guy down on Maryland Avenue is Greek, isn't he?
No, they are Turkish, I believe.
So my wife said to me today, I said something about a barbershop.
I'm not known for the Greeks for shaving, just going based off of our friend Johnny the Greek.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. That's not my first port of call for a barber.
Not a shaving people, you would say.
But they so one of the au pairs, one of Julia's friends, the host family, dad owns a barbershop, mom's a nurse. We had to drive her home today for something. Fine, no issue. Oh, Julie got her license, by the way. But very responsibly told us that as she pulled into the gym with the car that we bought, I had a tire pressure light came on, and it's her first time driving in the rain. And only her fourth day having her license.
Oh, dear.
So she called us. We went and picked her up. I drove the car home just to be safe.
No,
blah, blah,
good,
blah.
smart.
But she was
cautious.
supposed to drive her friend home.
Yeah.
Right from the gym. So we took her home instead. Fine, whatever. So we get in this conversation, and she goes, "Yeah, but the host dad's a Greek guy," and I was like, "What?" And Carly goes, "Yeah, Greek barber," and I was like, "No, that's bollocks.
Yeah,
no way.
It's the Turkish
Turkish, Italian, black people.
because they do like the they do
That's what that's who you need.
do like the powder with then like the Sprite
Now
and it
I'm
all
looking
foams
it up.
up.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
they
If
do
anyone's
the
still
scrape
paying
of your
attention, can you
nose
let us
and-
know in the chats?
and all that silly shit. Yeah,
But I'd never heard of a Greek barber being a thing.
Well, first thing that pops up is Greek barber near me.
I don't know why. I've always heard Turkish, Italian, and then you always have to have the black people do it because they do the best fades. I've been going to a black barber since I was 8 years old.
Actually, in ancient Greece and Rome, barbering became a social practice. Men would gather at barber shops to discuss philosophy, politics, and community matters. That was my nerd voice. What do you think?
We're recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your podcasts and, of course, streaming live most Monday nights. Should you want to chat with us, there is many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the good people how they can get in touch.
It's at DU Football Show on all the social medias and dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch via email. Now, if they served me a hero while they were cutting my hair, I might go to a Greek barber.
Now, I'm hoping the listening audience or the viewing audience is catching it because you all are talking and my eyes are going back and forth. They're just waiting to pop it off and just do all that. Typically, we are drinking the exact same shit as normal, but we are not. We have something fun for this show. So, Mr. Graham, tell us about the new guy you're selling.
So still 66 proof on this one, just like regular Fireball. I actually get more real cinnamon off this, which means I personally don't care for it.
I love that on the back. Ignite your taste buds.
Than I do regular Fireball. Regular Fireball to me tastes like Big Red chewing gum. Tastes like hot, not necessarily
smells
cinnamon.
So yummy.
It smells like fall, right?
Yeah.
It smells like a cinnamon apple.
Yeah, cinnamon apple.
The apple is not as pronounced on the taste, but the apple is definitely there.
I don't care.
No, go for it.
True, we don't care.
It's good podcasting.
You've
Matt.
ever waited for your husband ever? No.
What
no,
good-
You just do your thing.
Good potting over there.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Production.
yeah. This is what happens. The non-customer facing role gets a free tab for
Yeah,
once,
exactly.
and they don't know what to do with
Yeah,
themselves.
exactly.
So it gets released in Maryland next week. I obviously had samples. I sold through my territory, got all the pre-sales done, everything else. I had a couple of minis left over. I wanted to do them here, obviously, with you guys. So here is
let us try it first.
Fireball
here,
Apple. Now, cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, see, that's what you do. You
Now
gotta
you
go
go fuck
cheers,
yourself.
and then you drink it, and then you have it.
Well, while you're drinking, I can partake my thoughts. It tastes like Fireball more than Fireball tastes like Fireball.
That's
Yeah,
what
you're
I'm.
right.
That's what I'm saying. The cinnamon is more natural cinnamon.
The apple brings the sweet candy core. It's that, ooh, you know what it is? It's that layer on a Fireball candy where you're on those last two layers of the hot and spicy, but you're starting to get that first layer of that sweet center core. That's what this is.
I want that chilled. Like I want that in a in a cooler, a bunch of minis in a cooler in ice that you
I'm sure
pull out.
buckets will be coming eventually.
Yeah. Well, because see, Sam, first you buy the bucket, then you add ice. And you know what you do after you add ice?
Oh, I know, Sam. You party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's that part of the fireball between the spicy and the sweet core.
Yeah. So that's So for those of you that don't know me and don't know, I hate real cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you are
just
not a
taste it all
cinnamon
like
fan.
real cinnamon.
So this to me tastes more like natural cinnamon than
No.
Fireball. Fireball, but actual Fireball to me tastes like Big Red chewing gum. Tastes like artificial cinnamon, just hot.
I think they're in trouble because I think that actually tastes better than their regular, but they can't say it, so they have to call it apple because I guess that's what's bringing the sweet. But they could have just called that Fireball candy.
It's all very sweet.
Yeah.
To me. But it's. I think it's going to sell. I think it's going to stand up on its own. I think it's going to be a good brand, and it does what it says on the tin. Right?
Yeah.
It tastes like cinnamon apple.
Yeah.
So by that definition, and we've said this many times, it might not be my bag personally, but as long as you do what you say on the tin, you're a good brand.
If you're a Fireball drinker, you will like this quite a bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it something I'm going to actively go out and look for and be like, ooh, this is my shot brand now? No.
No.
No, because it's just not like I'm more prone to do a shot of the Jack Blackberry than I would be to do
But
a
you've
shot
been a
of
Jack
this.
guy your whole life
But
as well.
Yes, and
But
honestly,
exactly that.
and honestly, it would be a Jack Honey because I think that's their best flavor they do. The first one they did was their best, and that's the one.
All of the apples to me ring too sweet. Crown Peach, for instance, rings too sweet for me.
Crapple, Crown Apple, that is monster sweet, but it does taste very much like a Jolly Rancher sour apple.
Yeah,
candy.
now this to me tastes more like Applejack cereal.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I give you that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's good. It's gonna sell. I like it. I think the Fireball drinker will like it. And by that, it should sell gangbusters.
Yeah, you're
By that metric.
I think they'll like it more.
the key thing is how do you keep
A regular Fireball afloat.
right,
That's the thing, is not letting this take from regular Fireball business.
right, because
That's going to be the hard part.
Because it's better.
That's going to be the hard part.
So, and what else should we always do, Mr. Graham?
Always remember to do your blocking and tackling as a salesman. I mean, always remember to drink responsibly.
And we already cheers before we did the shot. So
Yeah, because it's a shot.
yeah, and it's a communal thing, like celebratory. That's how it goes.
Championship Corner!
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, no.
You know why
That sound cue he remembers.
You know why I didn't miss that sound cue? Because I had a piece of paper that says Championship Corner sound cue for me. It lets me know I need to ask for it.
Those are the eyes. It actually doesn't say sound cue. It just says championship corner.
But that lets me know.
I know. You're ruining the joke.
He knew I didn't print it out for myself, so I was just going to believe him.
Stoke, Boro, and West Brom all sit atop the league at 2-0-0. Ready for this one, Mr. Graham?
Can't wait.
Stoke on goal differential, top of the league.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Imagine that.
This is not your father's Stoke. This is not a cold rain night in Stoke, for crying out loud.
That's absolutely
what the
right.
fuck are they
This is
doing
Stoke-
top of the league in goal differential?
Stoke blazing apple. That's what that is.
There is 587,000 more games, but
Just the PSA filming.
I could. That's interesting. I could fuck with a Stoke promotion.
Yeah.
I could fuck with a Stoke
They've
promotion.
been gone long enough, I wouldn't mind to see them back. Even though they were our bogey team for the longest time.
Oh, God, yeah. You were always the team that couldn't do it on a
Hated
cold,
that
rainy
night
Tuesday.
Stoke. Yeah.
Stoke.
Oh, fuck off.
That was always your problem.
But they've been gone for, 6 years now or so? Like, that'd be fine. They can come back.
Pompey is sitting in 16th. They lost their first game they won their first game of the season against Oxford. They lost this weekend.
I won money in that game against Oxford.
Very nice, very nice.
Yep.
And here's the one for you. Wrexham, Oxford, Blackburn, Derby County, and both Sheffield sides are at 0-2-2.
0-2.
0-2, I'm sorry. Wrexham having a little problems keeping people out of the net, which was something, remember, through the National League, League Two, and League One. There was a lot of 5-4 wins for them, right?
And there was also, though, the first game of the season especially was a bit of a heartbreak.
Yeah.
I mean, they did very well for a while in that game.
What's going to make you feel real good, Sam, about their defense? Because they wanted to improve their defense and they needed to improve their goalkeeping situation. And this is going to give you such pride and joy to let you know that who did they sign for a goalkeeper? Danny Ward.
Oh, come on.
You hate him.
That's not going to solve your problem.
and it was also the game they lost to Southampton, a direct mistake by him on a free kick.
Of course. I would have rather they signed the actual initial sketch of the pitch that people use, the creators use to pitch The Simpsons. I would rather them just hang up a sketch of Homer Simpson in the net than have fucking Danny Ward. Because at least every time a goal went in, the crowd would go, "Don't!" and it'd be fine. It would at least be funny. Danny Ward is just tragic.
Yeah. Now, now the one that we want to talk about is the two Sheffield clubs. Obviously, the Blades are sitting in second to last. Dead last is the Owls. The Owls are in a bad place. They were in a bad place last year. And this was on the tails of them like being in the top 10, almost making the playoffs. And then things started to go wrong. And what started to go wrong? Somebody don't want to write checks.
Rich guy that can't write checks.
Yeah. And suddenly
The club's basically broke.
players, employees, no one's getting paid.
Yep. Points deductions coming.
The players almost did not play their first home game in protest, not of the fact that they didn't get paid, but of the fact that the workers aren't getting paid.
Yep.
They're like, why the fuck should we play if they're not going to get paid? Like, it is bad. This team will be absolutely positively going down. There is not, it's not even, they're going down.
Well, they are going to go down. And the reason they're going to go down is if they are still a team at the end of all of this, which there is still a possibility the club is forced to liquidate.
But that's what happened to Portsmouth.
But if they are still a team at the end of this road, when they finally do get new ownership, the cash tribunal of the PSR and all of those people that can't seem to get their head out of city's ass, there will be a points deduction coming, and in the championship especially, that is a very, very difficult thing.
You're
to
pretty
come
much
back
fucked.
from.
Yeah, you are pretty much fucked.
I'm almost certain that the only club that I can remember in my lifetime doing it, for my football watching lifetime, so from about 2001 on, the only club I can remember that survived a points deduction and administration, as they called it back in the day, that was in that dire strait was Wayne Rooney's Derby County.
Yeah.
That that it was a double-digit point deduction that actually stuck. Portsmouth went down. Now y'all's was 10, but it got reduced to 6, and Forest's was 6, got reduced to 4, or whatever it was. Right. So y'all had single-digit deductions, and the teams that came up those years were so bad.
Right.
But Wayne Rooney's Derby County, was it Derby that he managed?
Yeah, it was Derby.
I think it was.
There was that team.
Pretty sure that's correct. But that's the only one I remember staying up after receiving a double-digit point deduction. And then the very next season went down. And then the very next season went down anyway.
Because then they just couldn't.
Well, that's why he came to manage MLS. He came to manage DC United. But yeah, it's bad news for a storied old club as well. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday, has been around for fucking ages.
So I was bouncing around on the old tiki-takis, and I saw something with Ipswich Town. They have a center back by the name of Dara O'Shea, and I heard this chant, and it is fucking brilliant, and we have to play it.
This is awesome.
And then
Stevenage fans in Udara and shake hands
before
is
that.
genius.
You've been hit by.
You've been struck by an Irish center back. I love it.
I don't know who Dara O'Shea is, and I'm already here for him. I'm already like massive member of his fan club. That is it.
Big time.
That fucking chant is fabulous.
Big time.
So fucking good. All right, on to League One. Stevenage, undefeated, top of the table. Hi.
Yeah, that's a bit strange, isn't it? It's not something we talk about often.
Stevenage is normally a yo-yo club between League One and League Two, and never anywhere near the top of it. In fact, the only thing Stevenage has going for him was beating Villa in the FA Cup about 4 years ago. That's about it.
Exactly.
Because they're also, I think they're the ones they lost to the Stone. That's one of the teams the mighty Stone
in the FA Cup. Yeah,
on their run in the FA Cup. 7 clubs at 2 wins, 1 draw, and no losses, and that includes Stockport, who we know was going to be in and around it. They're a team that has had that kind of same meteoric rise as Wrexham has had. And in fact, they just missed getting promoted in the playoffs as well. But the other one, newly promoted Doncaster Rovers, baby.
Yeah.
The Dons are here to fucking play, baby.
Yeah, they are. They're ready to go. And this is so important for a newly promoted club, too. If you have a chance, you have to get those points on the board early.
Get them early.
You're going to face adversity in these leagues. These are long, grueling seasons with 2014 leagues. These are long, grueling seasons.
46-game seasons, 48-game seasons. And
46-game seasons, but then you also add in the Johnson's Paint Trophy, the League Cup, and the FA Cup.
And also worth mentioning right now, they're already 3 games in.
Is it still the Johnson's Paint Trophy?
I think it is still called the Johnson's Paint Trophy. League One and League Two play in the midweek and play on the weekend.
Already.
Fucking already.
Yeah. And they started
Already.
2 weeks earlier than everyone else did, or 3 weeks earlier than everyone else did.
And they have already played League Cup matches. Like,
It's nuts.
just fucking insanity.
It's
what
nuts.
gets
You've
laid
got to
on
get the
them.
points on the board as soon as you can, and good on them. Well done.
All right, so our boy Colin sent me a couple of lovely messages talking about Reading, new ownership. They signed Lincoln City's best defender. They really shored up the spine. Little concerned about the 2 outside backs. He wishes there was a little more experience there, but looks like a team that should either be second with the automatic promotion or at least in the playoffs to try to get promoted. So look like they're moving in the right direction, right? No, dead last, 0-3.
Nice.
Have not
Sweet.
won a game yet. And
You know, they should get back in. Of course, he signed for now Saudi-owned, I think it's Saudi-owned, Dagenham and Redbridge. They should have got Andy Carroll back. They should have done.
That's right.
He did. He played all right for them when he played for a season.
Now, with them are a couple of rather well-known teams that are not normally in and around the bottom of the table. The Posh and Plymouth, who just got relegated from the championship.
Yeah, so the Premier League, like, to the championship is a massive difference, right, in class and graft and money and everything else. The championship to League One is even starker. So a double relegation is damning for a lot of these teams, especially financially, and it's very, very difficult to recover from.
And Plymouth is a team that has lived in League One. They're normally not in the championship, but where they don't go
Is League Two.
League Two.
Yeah.
And the drop from League One TV money to League Two TV money, because
massive.
Because at least League One owns Tuesday nights. Like, there is always a couple, 2-3 matches from League One on Tuesday nights in the UK, and they're on, like, you can stream those games on Paramount. You can catch matches, right? League Two, there is 1, maybe 2 in a week, maybe. Maybe it has to be a marquee one. So really, League Two only got a lot of pub because Wrexham was down there a couple seasons ago. So for Plymouth, you can't go down to League Two.
Yeah, you got to be very worried.
You can't go down to League Two. You have to stay in League One.
And it's hard to play catch up as well. It's a lot easier to lose 3 games in a row than it is to win 3 games in a row to make up for it. Because you're not only worried about yourself, but you also have to worry that the teams in front of you are dropping points.
All right. Finally, League Two, our adopted club, who we absolutely love, Accrington Stanley.
Who?
Exactly. Because our close
Some of
personal
you
friend,
older people will remember that advertisement.
our close personal friend and head groundskeeper of the of Accrington Stanley, Ben Kay. That's why we love Aki.
Absolutely. We should try to get in touch with them soon.
Yes, we didn't do it at all last season,
Yeah.
so doing it this season would be nice. So
Yeah, we'd
should
have
work
to
that out.
try to get in.
They have not started well. They got a draw in their first match, and they've lost their last two, and they are sitting in 19th place.
That's okay, though, I think. I think that's recoverable for them. They've always punched above their weight, a bit the last few seasons. But they've traditionally been like a League One club.
Right.
I think League Two is a bit too small for them. I think they'll recover from that.
Yeah, hopefully. I would
hope so as well.
so.
What one thing we know is it's not the state of the pitch that's the problem.
No, it is absolutely not the state of the pitch. Chesterfield and Crewe Alexandra are currently at the top of the league, both undefeated with 3 wins. Chesterfield is one of the teams that came up from the National League a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They also were an answer to a trivia question the other day that I heard, interestingly enough.
Go for it.
I don't remember it.
Okay, you just knew it was Chesterfield, though.
No. I didn't know the answer. That ended up being the answer. And I was like, interesting.
Be like, I know who the fuck
I know
Chesterfield is.
Chesterfield.
I know that squad. And also, they play in the midweek as well. I do want to finish on one more story that is also unfortunate, just like Sheffield Wednesday.
Now, don't gloss over
Oh,
the only true Liverpudlian club.
Forgive me for missing that. Mr. Graham, tell us about it. What's going on with them?
Tranmere Rovers are sitting in 9th place at 1-2-0.
With the troublesome nickname, the All Whites.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of Leeds issues there.
Leeds was the Mighty Whites, which is bad enough, but I would debate the All Whites far worse. Far worse. Neither good. All Whites.
Well, the other thing is the Mighty Whites isn't inherently political necessarily. There are some mighty white people.
But
when you're excluding everyone else, that's a problem.
Only white. Because all is only. If you're saying all, you're saying only. Just no so good. But they're a team that was struggling. Them and Aki were with who we're about to talk
not a
about.
racist club, by the way.
Who we're about to talk about, and Crawley Town, who are the two that ended up ultimately going down. No, not Crawley Town, Carlisle. Crawley Town got demoted from League One. But so Carlisle and Morecambe, Shrimps out for Morecambe, who we'll talk about in a second, who went down. But the entire season down there at the bottom was both Aki and Tranmere. So to see Tranmere off to a good start is very encouraging.
It's good to know. Yeah, absolutely.
And we met a few of their coaches, so we're gonna
again, as far as we know, they're not a racist club. It's just the nicknames are in these times a bit touchy.
They're English and they don't.
It's served for easy jokes as well.
They're English and they haven't discovered on TikTok yet that there's Black Scottish. So that one was specifically for Mel. Morecambe, everybody, Shrimps out for Morecambe. By the way, we know their name is Morecambe, but because of Dicks out for Harambe, we call them Shrimps out for Morecambe because
you see the obvious parallels there.
Their nickname is the Shrimps.
Very short parallel, but thank you.
They're right there by the seaside. They are it's a fisherman's town.
And they've got shrinkage.
It's the whole thing. Definitely got some Costanza shrinkage going on, but we did not know a ton about this. But at the end of last season, as they were going down, they were also in the same situation where rich people want to pay bills. Yeah,
pretty much. They obviously Sheffield Wednesday are a much bigger club. It was and higher up in the table in the football pyramid.
Yeah, so but Morecambe has like a really nice ground. Like
but more eyes on the Sheffield Wednesday story is what I'm saying. But Morecambe, as we call them, is a similar sad story, and no less important to their area than Sheffield Wednesday is to their area. I mean, these clubs are institutions that have been around for 100-odd years.
It has gotten so bad there. They have yet to play a game in the National League.
Yeah.
They have been told by the National League, until you sell the club, you aren't allowed to play here.
Yep.
We're not even. So they've had 3 games, all 3 of them postponed. There's talk of ownership.
Can be forfeited at some point if the league that they're in is not satisfied.
They're forcing their hand in making them sell, because also too, this ownership group is doing the same kind of shit like Reading, where Dai Young was trying to do, which is they want to give me $20 million. That's not enough because I really want to make $40 million. Now that's just a round number. Obviously, it's much bigger than that, but that's what they're doing. They're getting fair offers. They're getting opportunities to sell the club, and they aren't selling the club because they want to make their money. Or you look at something like what happened to Wrexham, where their owner before Robbie Mack and fucking Ryan took over the club, he sold the field back to the club, but then sold the stadium to a rental company. And one of the first things that Wrexham had to do was buy everything back.
Right.
Because he was literally liquidating pieces to make sure he could make money and launder his money on the extraction of the club. It's the kind of shit that happens. And I would not be surprised, considering, like I said, a remodel, a very nice looking stadium for being a lower league stadium. Yeah. That it would not surprise me if that's exactly what's going on here. And the league just said, fuck you. No, you're not allowed to have a team. You're not allowed to get a gate or anything until you've made your last dollar on a ticket sale.
Right.
Get the fuck out. Sell the club.
Yeah. Good on him. Fuck that guy.
Well, the key thing you hope for is that it actually happens, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to take over parting words. It's a fucking shame that this is the shit we have to fucking talk about. Mm-hmm. And we have to talk about this every fucking season because inevitably this happens every fucking season.
Well, the worst part about it is they have this fit and proper persons test and all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But most people that have made that much money in their lives aren't fit and proper people.
No.
So somehow they pass the test, but they're cunts. Inevitably.
Bolton dropped out of the top flight and almost got completely liquidated and folded as a club and went all the way down to League 2. Mm-hmm. Right? And who was it with them that year? There was another club that got completely disbanded.
Bury,
yeah. And it was the fans were trying to buy it and they just couldn't get the money together and just...
but that's the thing. The people that have that much money aren't good people necessarily.
No.
Right? Most people that have accrued that much money got it by stepping on some toes.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? So are you surprised that they then turn around and treat these businesses like businesses?
Right.
But the flip side to that, especially in England, these are community institutions. There's an emotional and tribal attachment to these institutions. These business people don't see them. They see these football clubs as something to park their money for a bit and then make as a long-term investment, right? They're still shrewd businessmen. These football clubs to them are things to be bought and sold.
Right.
Where the most established clubs, like I remember when I first came into football, David Dean was one of the top Arsenal guys and owned a majority of the shares or whatever. It was still a publicly traded company, but he had one of the highest stakes. Regularly referred to himself as a custodian of the club.
Right.
He was there to, as the money behind it or whatever, to make sure that the club continued on, put itself in a good financial position, and continued to operate as such. Most of these owners, especially with these foreign investors, don't see that.
You know what?
And it's a shame.
Everybody can hate Rob and Ryan as much as they want to about the whole thing. I get it. Hollywood stars. They hate them because they ain't them. Because Rob and Ryan came in and went, okay, we get it. And yes, they use their celebrity to have a television show, which helps bring more eyes on the team and the whole nine.
And make the team more money, though, is the thing.
And every single one of them, the same thing our good friend Alan said to us when the Piff Posse bought Newcastle. He said, and any one of you would have chewed off your arm to have them buy your club. You know? Yeah. But you'd love them.
But we didn't have Mike Ashley either.
Right. But in that situation,
we hated Stan Kroenke for a long time. I never once asked for a Saudi.
Remember, I quit the Washington team.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I asked for a Russian.
Rob, but all the other lower league teams, if they would have gotten Rob and Ryan, they would have taken it in a heartbeat.
Right.
And they would have been like, "Oh, we love them." You know, so you got to remember what it is that you're doing when you own a club. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not a moneymaker. It's honestly, it's a passion project.
If you do it right, it can be. Though that's the thing. If you do it correctly, it can be. And Rob and Ryan so far have done it correctly.
Also, if you're really good at business, make your money in what you make, where you make your money, and let this thing be a wash. Like,
right.
It as an owner, it is a plaything. It is a toy. It is that's what it is. So, you know.
But you also have to remember within that, because these owners we're talking about have treated it like a fleshlight.
Yeah, it's true.
They've actually just come in and fucked these clubs silly.
Yes.
And, you know, to the point where the lines on the field are painted with their cum. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What they need to do is realize that these institutions are serious things to, you know, thousands of people in that town, in that neighborhood.
Respect what it is.
These are very important to these people. And a lot of times, in a lot of instances, especially, you know, for smaller areas like Blackpool, besides tourism, right? Because it's like a resort town.
It's the club.
The club is the main industry in the town.
Yeah. Yeah. And and Blackpool is a summer town.
Right.
So in the winter,
the club is the main
It's what
deal.
makes people money.
Yeah.
The pubs are full because of the club. That's what it is.
That's the important thing. So that, you know, you have to do this.
So what we're going to do is just like how we do D-backs on the main show. Every time that someone needs to be called out for this on this show, we're going to fucking do it. Now, next up is injury time, where we're going to talk about the beers we've been drinking, checking in on our fantasy scores, and of course, preview the weekend's action. Mr. Graham, should somebody want to support the show, how do they go about doing it?
Very simple. It's patreon.com/D Football Show. Sign up to that $5 tier and you get all those extra goodies that Samuel just told you about.
And to everybody on the live stream, that's it for us tonight. We will see you all next week.
Thank you all very much. Good night.